All right, we're live. We're all trying to figure out the new Wi-Fi password and stuff. So you can see the TV in the bottom of the screen. My apologies for that. JT's got to have this TV so he can see comments.
What happened? What changed?
I had to scoot it back so we could get everybody in there.
We don't have to have everybody in
We
here.
got 5 of us in there tonight.
As long as me and you's in here, we're all right.
Is that all that matters?
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I make this show.
Whatever. All right, so tonight we got first-timer Britan Godsey in the studio with us. Thanks for coming over, Britan.
Thanks for having me.
Unfortunately, you had to ride with Grant all the way over here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Free ride.
I'm lucky to be here.
How was that trip?
Fast.
There were some issues with his mom's car. Had to get gas. He don't know how to.
Did he make you pay for gas?
No.
Okay, good.
No. When
Good.
you got as much money as Grant, I mean, he takes care of everything.
Right.
Simpson money.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. I got a nice door side up there on my wall, too.
Yes.
Comes in handy.
Millions.
I know we were off last week. We're just going to go ahead and get this out of the way because I've already warned Zach Stalker that we're going to make fun of him for about 10 minutes. If anybody watched the Crown Vic episode or video on my Flag to Flag Media YouTube channel, I don't think I've laughed that hard in a while.
I don't think I've had that much fun in a while.
UMP modified driver turned Crown Vic driver for one night. You hit turn 4 wall. You hit turn 2 wall.
Okay, well, turn 2, that was after the blowout.
That is true. I'll give you that. You did have a blowout. But I don't know. You were headed that direction anyway. I think that's what blew the tire out. You had that thing turned all the way over and just rolled it off the bead.
I
He
don't
seen
know.
me coming.
Is that what it
It
was?
was time to get out the way
I was still beating you in the heat race, though, so until I hit the wall.
until you hit the wall because I scared you.
I don't know if it was that.
I had the left front hiked up, Steve Barnett style.
I do think that was a good turnout for the Thunder Valley Fair Race, though.
Oh,
They had
yeah.
a pretty good car count.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Track was good.
And I will say one thing. Since Brownstown Speedway was the one running the show, they ran it through so fast.
It was good.
Yeah,
Like the features were over by 9 o'clock.
that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was.
I was kind of surprised that would, go that smoothly
Me
with
too.
all the people down there, but it was great.
But they pushed. So did you have fun? No, that's the main thing.
Oh, yeah, I had a blast. That was something I've never experienced before.
The car is still at your house, right?
Still at my house.
Are we gonna see it again?
It's in the garage. I think you will.
Do we have a date or
No, we don't have a date, but you'll see it
like
again.
you're not getting T-shirts and decals and everything
No,
made for
I
the
got
Crown
to do
Vic?
some setup on it first.
you?
and-
Okay.
Yeah, I want to change some stuff around.
Yeah, you got on to me for showing the tire gauge and the GoPro
I know.
footage.
Shh. We
You
got
tore up
secrets.
about that, letting the secrets out.
You
Sending
gotta-
the secrets.
you
I
gotta-
didn't even check mine.
You got to keep them away from JT.
I know it. He was slow anyway.
I got that top 5 in that thing.
That's because the 4 guys in front of you.
Yeah, he-
wrecked.
Hey, I was
They-
the first guy lapped down, by God.
I
we
tell you
got-
what, though, we need a steering quickener in it.
Yes.
Boy, that was.
I'm
That
like
was
Grant.
rough.
I'm like Grant. It wore me out just watching the video.
I was sweating.
I was wore out. I
Watch
mean, it was. You think you go into the corner and you just kind of like a regular car, but no, you're like this, and then oh wait, like this.
Need one of those knobs on there to make it easier.
I think it'd be nice.
8 one way, 16 the other. Is
Yeah,
that what it was?
yeah. That's what it felt like. And then my dad's up in the stands, and I know he was probably embarrassed, but it was a good
He
time.
left early, didn't he? I seen him leave early.
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if he was hungry or just because you were hitting all the walls, so I didn't know.
probably because I was
I
hitting
didn't
the
know.
walls.
Were you hitting the walls because you were on the high side, or
I tried it. Jamie actually was over the race receiver, and she said,
He
"You
was
cannot."
not trying it. You're such a liar. You go in on the bottom.
And push to the top.
It pushed to the top. There was no turning it.
So here's the funny thing about this situation is my son he's been talking about buying a Crown Vic. And, of course, Bo's got this car for sale, letting Zach drive it until he sells it. He even says for sale on the side of it. So I'm thinking, we're in good hands, Zach, he'll tell me what the car's doing, if it's a good car or not. And he goes out there in hot laps, and 2 laps into it, goes straight in the turn 4 wall. And I'm like, Owen's like, he's killing the car. Like, my son was all tore up because he's like, we're going to try to buy this car, and he's out there just knocking the walls down. And
maybe Bo will give you a discount now?
I'm going to ask for it.
Should have new parts.
It should. It
I
should
mean-
come with a new complete body and everything.
It's gonna have 2 new spare tires. Bo done mounted them up for me and
Oh, did
sent
he?
them up my way. Yep.
Going to need them. He better do 2 more before I get it.
I mean, you may need it.
Might.
It was a good time though. Jamie Schaefer was even on the race receiver. She said, Zach, you cannot throw that in there like a modified.
Did she?
I was like, well, I had to do something.
Right, that's right. All right, we got a lot to go over tonight, I think. I know Britain has some groundbreaking news to release tonight. We don't want to do it right at the beginning of the show because if not, it's just going to spoil the milk, and we want to wait. We want to let people wonder and think about it. We all already know, and we're pretty excited about it. Grant's got some information he's going to share here in a little while, which is part of the information that I posted about today. So we're pretty excited about it. We got something big coming, and I think people are going to enjoy it. I hope they enjoy it, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So we got Kenny Simpson said 4 big boys in Britain, which he's got a good point there.
Yep.
Debbie
He's a
said great
Godsey.
guys.
Yep.
Alex Wessel said who let B Godsey
Hey,
on
I'm
here?
one of the taller ones.
There's really a booster seat over
Really?
here.
I did. I put that in there. I put those extra tall legs on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I helped you out.
Coming in at like 5'8" and hovering, like, a visible difference between most of my family and
Oh
me.
yeah.
So I feel like a giant most times. But
I think I was that
Until you get
size
in
in
here,
about
right?
middle
Right.
school or elementary.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do what?
Elementary, I was about
Probably.
that size.
yeah.
Was you for like kindergarten registration? Alex Wessel said who let B Godsey on here? We're running out of guests. I mean, I
Getting down.
wouldn't tell Britton that to his face, but we're running out of the bottom
Yeah,
of the barrel.
when you asked me if there was anyone else, I texted everyone that might contact.
Was he last?
Yeah.
I got
Even
you.
people that don't know anything about racing.
So you did get my text and I said, "Hey, don't ask Britton until
Yes.
last." And
Yes.
Okay,
I would.
Good.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Didn't
Anthony Finley wants to know Zach Stalker round 2 in Brad Brownstown in the Crown.
Oh yeah, if it's
That's where you need to go.
yeah,
next
that's where I
in
want to
Crown
go.
Vic.
But there
Yeah.
are walls there. And if you hit those walls,
If you hit those
it may
walls,
be a bad deal.
you're trying.
Yeah.
Really.
You may get
Yeah.
some airtime.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely stay on the bottom.
You better stay on the Uke tires.
Eh.
Stay away from them walls. So, what else we got going on? Britain, there's
Yes.
some big money coming up
Yes.
for you guys.
There is some big money.
I'm glad to see it. I know there's a lot of people sharing it on Facebook and stuff like that, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's I mean, honestly, I know we all race different things, but that crate class, man, it's hard.
Oh, yeah.
And very competitive, and the money. I mean, these cars are getting more and more expensive, so it's nice to see the purse getting up there. They did bump it to 1,000 to win every night this year, and hopefully maybe next year we can get 1,200, 1,500, something like that. Because we have a B main pretty well every night, and and what I like is it's kind of getting more spread out through the field.
Right.
So it helps out the guys that just make it in and gets them there week to week. And but yeah, the next 3 weeks there's a lot of money out for us.
That's like Paragon. It's 500 to start.
Yep, 500 start, 5,000 to
That's
win,
crazy.
no entry fee.
So do you think, in your honest opinion, do you think like these purse changes like over the next month, the 1,500 wins and the 5,000 to win, do you think that'll catapult this whole thing into maybe we start seeing a lot more bigger purses? I mean, because track promoter, there's got to be some kind of a competition there, right? I mean, if you're paying 5,000 win for crates, then obviously you're going to draw a lot of crates.
Yeah, you should. I
So-
mean, around here, I think that's one of the bigger races I've ever seen in Indiana for a crate car.
Right.
Honestly, you want to say that that'll draw a lot more cars. Being the first time Paragon's had it, there's a chance that may hinder it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know there's a lot of people that's going to go. It'll be competitive. Hopefully, track's in good shape, and I mean it's like that XR series to an extent. You've got them paying 30,000, 20,000 to win, and the features are only 30, 40 laps. And then
Right.
you see, Summer Nationals, it's 5,000 to win and 40 laps, and you're like,
This doesn't make sense.
right.
Yeah.
So, hopefully it just keeps building the purse, and it's no secret how much everything costs. So, if you can get it up to 200 to start, 300 to start a night, it goes a long way to.
That's what. Okay, that brings up my next question. A lot of that goes for the whole panel here. Do you look at? Obviously, everybody wants to win, right? That's your main objective
Yeah.
racing. But start money has to play a big
Yeah,
factor in where you go, right?
absolutely. Last year or the last 2 years before this, with the super stuff, like I mean, that's really the first thing I would look at, because as nice as stuff as I had, knew I was still underpowered and the car was older. And, plus, if you're going to travel 3 hours, I mean, it better be 300, 400, 500 to start, because you never know what can happen as soon as you get down there.
Right.
Get in a wreck. I mean, if you first lap of the feature, get in a wreck, I mean, at least you got $300, $400, $500 to come home on instead of 150.
150.
You know,
It makes a big difference.
Yeah, and especially those tracks with
nice.
entry fees, it's like crazy. What?
What's
That must be
start money
nice.
for you guys? I know
We got to finish second to get $350.
Yeah, no kidding.
60. I think
$60 start money.
I pay 60 to start my
Yeah.
class.
And that's like 10th on back.
Yeah.
I mean, I did get 30 in the Crown Vic. That was pretty sweet.
I got 50.
There we go.
He said that with the biggest smile on his face.
I know
He
he
did.
did. I
Like,
seen
he was
it.
waiting just to say
Yeah.
that.
I didn't want to say it.
You didn't want to?
I mean,
No.
he did win the feature in the super stock, so he come home pretty
Well,
good.
GSR didn't come.
He's scared.
No,
Go
he
where?
ain't scared of me.
Go where?
To the valley.
But
Oh.
who was the real winner? I pushed you off after you
That
won.
wasn't me.
Well, I pushed Megan off, but she was in your driver's seat.
I don't. This is my superstition about that. If I win a race, I do not drive the car out of victory lane, because
His head's already swollen.
No,
He can't get back
this
He
in.
is-
can't get in the car.
This is the reason. I have asked that race car to do all that it should have to do for the night, so I'm not going to ask it to do anything else.
Yeah.
So somebody else drives it up back to the trailer, and then usually somebody else winches it in.
Oh,
anyway,
mine's
but
definitely carrying me back to the trailer.
I'm walking. I walk. I don't even ride the 4-wheeler.
He ain't gonna walk.
I will say this. One of my top 5 favorite things I see every week at Brownstown's when Grant's riding around on that 4-wheeler.
That poor 4-wheeler.
It's saying,
Gets me from point A to point B, but
That golf car's pretty
hey,
nice,
it's
though,
free.
ain't it?
Yeah. Flat-footed.
Flat-footed. Flat-footed. All right. Bo said, sorry I didn't give you a better car, Zach. I used to drive my Crown Vics with one hand. You're all spoiled with them Quickners. Can you imagine driving the thing with one hand?
I couldn't do it.
It's so hard when your car owner talks trash.
Yeah, I know.
It is. It is.
I get it,
But-
buddy. I drive the same car.
But that was not Bo's fault. That was all driver. Car's pretty good.
Braden Tidd said Bedford's finest on the left. My Lord.
I'm even
How
from
much you pay him
Bedford.
to say that?
I mean,
There's
it'll
actually 3
reflect
here
in his
from Bedford.
check.
Truly 3 here from Bedford.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, come on.
We'll,
I
take,
thought
outnumbered,
something was wrong.
JT.
we'll take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
We're
we will.
outnumbered.
It's Braden. We'll be all right.
You'd be fine. So I do have a list here. So July 2nd at Brownstown is the U.S. Air Force 30, which is the 1,500 to win show.
Yep.
That night they'll be running Peter Hall Super Stocks, Cane Street Service Hornets, all on Pool Pure Stocks, and Flag to Flag Media Crown Vics. July 9th, which is kind of a double header because Brownstown's running Supers for 5,000 to win, which is the Bourne 340.
Mm-hmm.
And then the U.S. Air Force Mods, Peter Hall Super Stocks, all in one Pool Pure Stocks, Flag to Flag Media Crown Vics. And then the same night, Paragon is running the 5,000 win crate race.
Yes.
So July 9th is going to be a busy between
that
Brownstown and
sucks.
Paragon.
I would like to go watch that crate race.
It's going to, yeah, it's
That
going to be.
sucks. I wish that wasn't a double weekend like
They're
that.
running.
But it is
Same
good
night.
that I know the beginning of the year, Paragon Brownstown had a little tiff
Right.
on the sprint car,
Yeah.
But it is good that I'm guessing they did it on purpose, was to make sure crates weren't running.
At Brownstown.
At
Yeah,
Brownstown.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Because I think you're
Yeah.
going to see a big majority, if not everyone, from Brownstown go over there for the crate race.
yeah, which kind of hinders if the Bourne 340 is going to have a full
Yeah.
field. Because a lot of times there's a lot of crates in that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That brings up a good question that I wanted to ask Brett tonight. So, you guys running with the Supers.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of mentality do you have even going into that? Are you hoping and praying for like a black slick track?
Oh,
or-
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
what I
way you're
figured.
going.
I know there's probably a lot of people that
Yeah.
think that. Because, I mean, used to, like a long time ago in the stands, I'd sit there with people and then there'd be like 5 Supers roll out and then there was like 5 crates right behind and they're like, what are them guys doing?
Yeah.
And it's like they're hoping and praying for a certain track condition because
Yeah.
if it stays hammered down,
Oh, yeah.
they're done.
So that first super race I ran over there with the crate car, I think I went around there like 13.9 wide open. And 13.9 in a crate car, like that is hauling the mail.
Right.
And I was like a second off the pace. And I was like, well, hopefully it starts streaking up in the heat race.
Right.
And it did, and we made it in. And that's the thing, like if you can make it in, and then usually by the feature I mean, he'll farm it up a little bit, but it don't last real, a long time.
Right.
So like 5, 6, 7 laps into it, it starts slowing down. So if you can just like maintain and keep your nose clean, then you can kind of start driving by those people.
Right.
It's a lot easier to hook up a crate car than a super.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, just make it in the show, and then like I think, like back when the crates first came out, you would see crate cars win over there.
Yeah, Mark
against
Barber
the super.
used to do it.
Yep,
Yeah.
Steven did it. There's several, but that was before they kind of added that banking to Brownstown.
Right.
And that banking just holds the car up so much, and then motors. I mean, like Marty O'Neill the other night ran 5th in a crate, and I mean track was dead slick, and like you can still run up front, but you're probably not going to win.
Right.
But 5th in the 2,500 to win shows probably pretty similar to winning a crate race.
Right. That's true.
So yeah, and honestly, it's less stressful because you're like, well, if, you just make the show. It's a good night, but yeah, it ain't bad.
I get all tore about this. There. How about that? Let me get all my stuff together here. I was so excited to talk to these guys. I just didn't. I was going live, still on, and we're going live sometime, ain't we? I guess I could technically let that run all because we're going live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Your dad's going to
I was
it.
gonna say, tell Kenny to get in the garage.
Yeah.
Do you think
Get to work
whenever
on them cars.
with the super and the crate, is a crate a lot easier to drive when it slicks off than a super when it slicks off?
They drive similar with the crate though. I mean, they're so hooked up that you can just lay it to the ground coming off the corners. But I mean, it's still. I mean, you're still going around there fast enough that it wants to slide on entry and stuff, but coming off the corners, the big thing. I mean, crate, you can pretty well put it to the floor, whereas super, you'd have to watch it or you'd be spinning the tires down the straightaway. And that's really where you can usually, like if someone misses the bottom, you can get them, drag race them down into the next corner.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Which is funner to drive, a super or a crate?
Early in the night, a super. I mean,
Right.
there's nothing that beats that just, it'll pin you in the seat. I mean, that horsepower is unbelievable, and you get around there so fast. But I've had more fun this year in this crate car than I've had in my life. Like, we're competitive every night. There's a chance to win every night, and I'm having a blast.
We've talked about it a lot of times on this show, but I don't know if there's not a competitive class at Brownstown.
No.
Like, it's just the crates, the pure stocks, the super stocks, the modifieds. It's just all, I don't know. It's just insane. Like,
Yep.
every night you go up there's going to be a good race
Yeah.
in each class.
Yep.
And that's, as a race fan,
That's what you wanna see.
That's what you want to see. So, JT, have you decided when you're racing again? Are we going to discuss? We need to discuss this every week.
I was going to
because
race this weekend. We're going to postpone that because we're going to
That's
make
right.
sure our equipment's top notch when the GSR crew rolls out. And we're going to plan on July 9th, I think, right now is the
July
plan.
9th.
Yeah, they after waiting 12 weeks on our cam for our new motor, they put it in, did all the clearance testing, and they sent the wrong one. So,
Nice.
Yeah, and they didn't bother to tell them like, oh, they could just build one higher. They just built one like a lot bigger.
Gotcha.
So wait
So-
12 weeks to have to wait another 2 weeks.
So running both cars July 9th is
Yeah,
the
that is
tentative
the
schedule
plan.
right now.
Yep.
Okay.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
I'm still
I'm
excited
telling
about
you,
it.
July 9th is going to be a big day. I mean, that's racing all over the place.
Yep.
Is Doc going to race that night?
Yeah, when are you coming back? I know. Let's discuss this.
Hard
little
impact.
bit of car damage Saturday night. I mean,
Yeah.
it was bad enough to where I knew what was going on, and I didn't even go over and talk to you after the race. I just put my camera gear in the truck and I headed out.
Like we were talking, it's just a racing deal. 2 cars got in front of me. I mean, they got wadded up, and I went into the corner, and there was nowhere to go. It was let off and hit them, or hit the brakes and hit them, and
Right.
I think I pushed the brake pedal through the floorboard trying to stop from doing it. But like I said, just a racing deal, and we bent the frame pretty bad and bent a lot of parts. But me and Dad and our redneck ingenuity we got come over with the Porter Power the other day and straighten it back out. And
So you're good to go now, though, right?
yeah, I think so. We've had a lot of parts had to fix, so still waiting on some stuff. But
When's your next night out? Are you
Not this weekend, but next weekend at Brownstown.
July 9th?
So
July 9th, yeah. So,
That July 9th day.
It's
I don't
just-
know who picked that, but
yeah.
it's going to be a hot one.
I'm just going to lie to the car a little bit, and she'll be all right.
Yeah. Tell her she'll be fine.
Yeah, I've already told her. We've had a talk, but
Hey, a bent car may be faster.
and you know what?
Sometimes.
That's what I just kept telling myself. So
Right.
the time we had to reclip the pure stock, it was faster the second time. So
I told you the night or the day you called me, which has been Sunday after that, I said, dude, it could be faster. You
yeah.
might be on to something here.
We were doing good that night too. I was pretty happy. The car was really good. You know, we got up to fifth at one point, and I think we got something good now. Just trying to figure it out. So
Yeah.
we're getting there.
That's all you can ask for.
Oh yeah.
So, Kenny, somebody's got to bust my chops. Keep me in line. Kenny, Ricky Thornton Jr. wins Heat 1 at Florence.
Thank you, corn dog man.
Yeah, thanks, Corn Dog. I'm going to call him that every time I see him that now. Every time I see him, I'm calling him Corn
Can you
Dog.
demonstrate how he eats a corn dog again?
I'm afraid he'll get mad at me if I did it twice.
Did he see the last one?
I don't know.
I've never seen this.
Oh,
Oh.
boys.
Oh, you're missing out.
Did you not see it on 2 weeks ago on the live show? Oh, JT had a full demonstration on the live show.
I don't think I did.
The boy can eat a corn dog.
Just do it. Just do
Was
it.
I here? Was that 2 weeks?
So
No,
he usually
you
keeps
don't.
it in
I
his
don't remember.
pocket.
It's like
So
a pocket dog.
he'll pull it out of his pocket, you know, and he's looking at it. Take a big whiff out of it. Do a little flick.
Oh,
I mean, the buddy,
That's
he's one of
funny.
my best friends.
that is funny, though.
But I mean, that's why, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, he's done watching. We lost a viewer.
We love you, Kelton.
So I
We
tell
love
my
you.
friends, if I don't make fun of you, I don't like you.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
And I gotta give a big shout out to Kelton too, because when he was spotting up there at Thunder Valley, like when we caught Sasser, like I don't even think they were working him and Jamie. I don't think they were working the sticks anymore. They were so
weren't.
excited.
I think they were laying down in front of Jamie on the ground.
They
I
were
think.
more excited than I
Yeah.
was. I mean, those two
Yeah.
give 100% all the time.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
can't thank those guys enough.
I seen Corey Jacobs from Jacobs Garage. He commented. He's got a lot of good content on YouTube too on his Jacobs Garage page. I try to spread the word about that because Jacob does a lot more of the filming from the stands.
Yeah.
So you can actually view the whole races or whatever. So I like to give him a shout out too. All right, we are 24 minutes. I think it's time for Britain to reveal his news.
We can do it.
I'm going to give you. Yeah, I don't have any.
Really? You weren't prepared? Are you kidding me?
I got no noises over here, but I don't know what they are, and I don't want to like a donkey, like eat. Yeah.
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw?
You know how to
That's
shut
where
them
the
off?
show's going to go.
Since we're going prices right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you just know how to shut them off. Yeah. I don't-
There you go.
It's not bad.
Audience applauding. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Floor's yours. It'll shut off there in a minute.
We hope.
maybe
There you go.
good.
All right, yeah, we're good.
So as everyone knows, you know, I was driving for the Vaughter family, Steve and Nathan and Carrie. So Steve and Kevin Fleetwood have teamed up to make that black belt racing products that everyone's aware of. You know, they're doing a great job of making these products cheaper and more racer friendly to afford. You know, they've came out with the shims for your shocks, the hood pins, the carburetor covers. For late models and modifieds, they have those right rear spoiler support pieces. And they're going to be coming out with a lot more stuff soon, and it's really, really doing good, and I think everyone's happy with everything they've got. So in doing all this, they wanted to take a car to PRI. And so we will have a brand new XR1 for next year. It'll be at the PRI show. And, man, it's still surreal to me to be in this position, you know, after, like everyone else, footing the bill for so many years. I show up with the best equipment you can have, and it's all on me to get the job done, you know. And we were lucky enough that, I guess, the first feature I ran for him this year to win at Brownstown, which was huge. And so, yeah, I'm beyond excited. And there may be some more news coming soon. I don't want to say too much, but we'll definitely have a brand new crate car for next year.
Got you.
And yeah, we're hopefully everyone that comes to PRI, come check us out. We'll have the stacked body on the right side. We'll have all their pieces they've made. SRI, Randy Keene, has helped us out a lot with the new brake system. That's I mean, just beautiful and lightweight. So we will. It'll almost be too nice to take to the racetrack,
Right.
honestly. So yeah, I'm thrilled, and
That's awesome.
It'll be awesome.
And I
Yep.
will say this, I mean, because I think for local racers, and that's one of the biggest things I try to push with Flag to Flag Media is when you guys get to, because I know I talk to JT, Zach all the time and Grant and stuff, but when you guys get to the point to where you have somebody that can financially back you,
Yeah, it's huge.
it's almost like a country music singer getting to Nashville and knowing that they've made it kind
Yeah.
of thing. I know it's kind of two ends of the spectrum, but I think it's a huge relief
It is.
for a driver just to be in that situation.
It is, and man, it's like I was saying earlier, I've had so much fun this year, and just because outside of a couple things where I broke a shock or something, I don't think we finished worse than 8th.
Right.
With like 6 or 7 top 5. Like the car's up front every night, and Steve and his family goes above and beyond to make sure I have everything I need to go race and go race as much as I want. He gives me free reign on when I want to race, where I want to race. I mean,
That's even better.
yeah, the car's at my place. We have our what we call business meetings every week.
Right.
And what it is he will come from Columbus and deliver parts in Mitchell, but either on his way there or on his way back, we'll eat an Asian Pearl there in Bedford
Asian Pearl.
every week, once or twice a week, and just cut up and have fun and discuss where we're racing this
Right.
weekend. And his son Nathan runs the modified, and he does a great job and has a really, really nice car. There's nights that I may not win, or we may all struggle, but we never have a bad time.
Right.
And that's Steve's main thing. Like, as long as you two are having fun, like I'm having fun.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
And
Yeah.
I don't feel stress. I don't worry about much. Like, we just go have a good time and try to win races.
Right.
And that's, to me, it's just, that's the main thing. Like, none of us are going to go NASCAR at this
Right,
point,
right.
and we all know that. So to run locally, regionally, and be competitive and have a good time, like, that's a win.
That's a win.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I think sponsors, I mean, we preach that every week on the show, but sponsors are huge. I mean, that's why they're car owners. They're on the side of cars. I mean, you got to promote them. That's because that's what
Yeah.
keeps this sport alive.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's track sponsors. It doesn't matter if it's car sponsors. I mean, live show sponsors,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm muted on Facebook from some people because I'm like every other day posting something.
But that's, I mean,
you got
yeah.
to.
But
Yeah, I always wonder
It's-
about that. It's like, do people ever get tired of
well,
seeing
if you're gonna
Social-
mute me or not,
No.
No, I did.
I will say this, and I've been a firm believer of this for a long time. Even when I was doing my hunting show, I even preached this too. But social media is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
There's so much negativity on social media. But the thing with social media is the positive side to it is you can reach so
Yeah.
many people.
Absolutely.
So when you, I'll just say it. I mean, there's some people that go to Brownstown that may never win a race in their life.
Yeah.
They just might not.
And Brownstown's hard, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It
So
is
if you can
unbelievable.
use social media to promote your sponsors and get their name out there, that's a positive for them. So
Yeah.
why not use it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
use social media. And, I mean, that's why I always try to use it to a positive. I mean, I know every time you get on there, there's
There's always going to be someone mad.
something. Yeah. and it don't even have to do with racing. I mean, it's politics. And I'm just like, are you serious? I've always said if we could just create a Facebook.
Racing only.
Racing. I would just be tickled to death.
That's
Like,
the only reason I got Facebook. If I
Oh,
quit
yeah.
racing,
I 100%.
tomorrow- If I quit racing tomorrow, I'd probably delete my
yeah, if it
Facebook.
wasn't
Absolutely.
for all this, I mean, I wouldn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
with everything going on, the last month and last politics, I've literally gone on Facebook to get on my racing page and then get on my like brothers' businesses
Right.
Facebook page to promote that stuff. Other than that, I don't even scroll through.
Right.
It's not even worth it.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy it because you could check on like some old friends and their families and what they're doing and stuff. And now it's like
Not even.
you got one family vacation and then it's like 16 posts of the president did this, and now yada 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 yada.
It's
I'm
the
just
same
like,
thing every post.
every post, yes.
That's probably what everybody thinks about our racing. Same thing every post. They won this weekend. They broke.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's part of it.
And that's why I tell my sponsors too. You know, you're going to get more Facebook, you know, posts, and you know, because we tag all of them in there. You're going to get more of that than anything. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got a lot of people that I'm friends with on there, so I think it helps them out in the long run.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Mark and Jamie Schaefer commented on here too. I know Mark and Jamie, they work their tails off this whole racing deal thing, but there is a $100 bonus for Mark and Jamie at Schaefer Phones Custom Designs for back-to-back winners this weekend of the Indiana Pro Late Model Series, Brownstown, Scottsburg.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah.
But I think that's a pretty good deal, though. I mean, like,
Look, yeah.
I know Mark and Jamie, they put up
They
quite a
do
bit of
so
money.
much.
Yes.
And Jamie deals with so much.
I seen it, I mean, just
Like, it's unbelievable.
the time that I hung out with them once at Brownstown and announcing at Bloomington and stuff, and it's just amazing. People in the stands don't understand like
No.
what track promoters, officials, and all that series go through to put on an event.
Well, the race cars are easy to drive, too.
Right.
I mean, just ask anyone sitting
Oh
up
yeah.
They are.
there. Right?
Brenton, will you tell them this? I've been trying to get this to these two guys' head.
All right.
The blue cars
Yeah.
handle so much better.
I will say that.
My car is blue.
It's not enough though. What's yours is okay. I get your deal.
Blue chassis.
This guy has no excuse.
It's all black.
Yeah.
So
I do like the chrome though.
this
Picking on you.
It's normal.
this is
I
the
deal with it at
first
work
year
and
I've ever
here.
had a blue body, and I mean it seems to work pretty
Well, I get a
good.
W like night too.
Right. And then next year's car is all blue. The frame's blue. Everything's blue.
So
So
it's blue
going
now,
on your
then.
theory, we should have even a better year next
It'll
year.
drive itself.
Right.
Bread's going to dominate in
Yeah.
2023.
Man, I tell you, when those, speaking of driving themselves though, when you get those cars right, they kind of do.
Right.
Like as long as you can just work your right foot, like those cars drive themselves. It's
That's one of the Matt Bochnick said. We talked about him. We asked him like, what's the hardest class he's ever driven? Because obviously he's driven everything. He said modified.
yeah.
I was like, you didn't like the crates? He's like, no. He goes, you might as well. He goes, most nights, not all the time. He said, most nights you just might as well hit the on switch and just go.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Jim Curry said he could still drive one, is what he said at the Jackson 100 because they're so easy to drive.
They're
I do remember that speech.
I think he said if he started on the pole, he'd win it.
Oh yeah, that's what he said.
in the mud. They're actually harder to drive than a super because you don't have that horsepower. Like when you get tight to just power through it.
Right.
So like if it starts pushing, oh, you're pushing. So you got to make sure to get it set early, getting in the corner, and then just hopefully stay in the gas. But
Bo's with me. He's all about black cars.
that's what I used to be, but I'm a big fan of blue now.
So what are you gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
on July 9th if you win in my all red car? Like, who's
He'll still complain. It's
I'd
JT.
paint
I-
He'll still
is it the
complain.
car the one that, or is it?
It is such an honor to drive a car that is connected to the Simpson family that I don't think I can complain about it because it's such a big deal to my dad. Like you guys have no idea how much this means to my
I
dad.
think he almost started crying last week.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell
I
him
know.
about
I
it,
know
but he
you're
was
not a
tearing
dirty
up.
driver, and you've never been a dirty driver. But I got to ask you one thing. If you guys, it's white flag lap, and JT's ahead of you, and to get a win at Brownstown, do you take him out? It's your car.
Probably not because I got to pay for both of them.
I
I'd
know,
still
but
take
I-
him out. I wouldn't worry about it.
It'd be
I ain't
so
gonna give him any
tempting.
room.
It'd be so tempting.
I'm on
think
the
I
other
would-
side
I
of
don't
it.
now. I don't give him much room now, but I mean, we
I
still
would just
race
go
the
in
thing,
turn
but
3 and just take him out.
8 wheels are faster than 4 usually.
Yeah, that's true.
It only pays $600 to win if we tear up $15,000 worth of race cars, $20,000 worth of race cars. We
He
lost.
told me that there is a clause in this deal that he's not told you yet about. You have
Oh,
to
crap.
fix whatever happens on your car.
we haven't came up
That's
with a
fair.
contract yet.
Yeah, see, contract's in the works, and we've already talked a little.
Well, what's JT's percentage then? If we-
I don't know.
It's just, I do.
Half.
It's such an honor.
It
I'm
didn't,
telling
it
you
didn't take your
guys.
dad long to chime in. He
I
said,
mean-
"Dad's got to fix it." Nope,
Hey, if we finish second and third, the money together's not even gonna beat first place.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's
That's
true.
the truth. It is
So,
exciting.
All I gotta say is when I roll, I'm hoping it is July 9th.
If not, that's okay though.
But
We're not in a
we
hurry.
yeah, it's going to be like a very nice piece. Like, you know, like
gonna be a cool
like
deal.
Brent said, it's all up to me now. There's no excuses, which I don't ever blame it on the car.
Right.
Like last Saturday, I was probably the hardest on myself I've ever been in a race car because I didn't know the problem at the time. But I was running high side, was 12th to 7th in like 5-6 laps, and I'm not saying I was going to win because I doubt I was. But top 5 car for sure, I felt like. And then all of a sudden, halfway through the race, just nothing. I didn't go backwards, but I didn't go anywhere else. And I came off the track, and I was just so mad, which it ran hot a little bit, but we had a new carburetor on there. I don't think we had it adjusted right. And so it ran hot, and I was just mad, and it was, I don't know, frustrating. So I was probably the hardest I've ever been on mine. But you just get out, and you're like, it's still not the car's fault. Like,
Right.
But come to find out, washing the car, my whole right rear was, I showed you
It was
pictures,
chunk, yeah,
chunked out.
it was
So
pretty
but-
rough.
yeah, next year, or not next year, this year when we roll that out, the way it comes to Brownstown is even going to be more special. So
Sounds like tire dope to me.
As long as he does my car too, I don't care.
Yeah, doing both. Yeah, eight tires is faster than 4,
hey,
right?
on a new car,
Dope 'em all.
I can't afford tire dope right now.
So Garrett Albertson wins Heat 2 at Florence. Earl Pearson Jr. wins Heat 3.
Big shout out, Kelton Nolan, because I'm
Yeah.
watching that.
You watching what? Watching
Watching to see who wins.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I asked where the TV was. I said Florence.
Yeah, I know. It's usually up there in the corner with the race on, but JT had to have it down here for comments.
You need to put it on another budget, but another TV.
I'm working on it because I want to. Now that I got a new
You're
fiber
getting
internet,
closer
I'm
and closer to a race
I'm
car
getting a
budget.
smart TV in the house, and the flat screen and air's coming out here.
All the
So-
money he's making off us. I mean,
Oh, whatever. Yeah, right. Here's another thing
I've
too.
seen-
I think
know-
we need to rewrite this contract because I think we're getting the short end. Of the
whatever.
stick.
When I
You
came
guys
in
are
here,
getting the
this
best
was
end
a
of the stick.
rundown podcast that was just thrown together, and now it's got two flat screens, it's got
Okay.
2 laptops.
Okay.
I feel like I walked into like Hollywood Studios in here. And
Well, the valet out
You're
front.
welcome.
That was
I thought that
nice.
was a nice piece.
Was it?
Yeah. It was
Was
good.
she out there working?
Yeah, it was a
She
good
out there
job.
Sleeping.
Yep.
Okay, good. At least
She
she's.
moved the camper for us.
Yeah.
yeah,
That camper's gone, bud.
Sell it?
I sold it. Yeah. It's too much work.
I used to have one.
Well, a lot of
sold
work. A lot of work.
I got
Never
one.
went in my life.
I got a trailer. I just make a camper for
what we
weekends.
used
It's
to do.
nice.
It's nice. You know, you see my setup, the redneck air conditioning unit in there and everything.
Absolutely.
Did you get a new trailer?
This is my 40-foot enclosed. I've always had.
Oh,
Well,
just?
since-
I thought you had the open.
Just.
Have you
I
always
used
had
to.
the-
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Like
I
a
got
semi coming in.
I
Yeah.
got the enclosed last year.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Are you upgrading to a stacker yet?
No.
Huh?
No.
No?
Not yet.
No. Me and Nathan and Steve are all against that. Those things are so much work. Like, and they're kind of sketchy. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed.
Right.
But, no, like,
I kind of feel the same way.
and like there's nights, you know, where they race somewhere and I race somewhere, so we have both, you know, our trucks and enclosed and have a blast.
I
And
think-
we can load up in like 5 minutes compared to put a car in there, you got to run the lift up, winch it in, run the lift back down.
It's so much work. Yeah, I don't.
There is one I seen was pretty cool. It was only 24 foot long. and
Yeah,
you could
the
pull
stacker.
It, you could pull it with a regular, you know, 350 or whatever, 3500.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a stacker. Like the door just laid down, and it still had the post in it
Inside.
inside, so you could still raise your car. 24 foot long. You still had plenty of room.
Let me tell you how hard those are with late models.
And I'm sure hard. Yeah.
Impossible. And like
K-Rob's got a nice trailer.
Kent has the setup. That is sweet.
So Saturday when I was doing the GoPro stuff
Yep.
with Kent, I'm like, where's everybody at?
and it's,
I get to looking around and they're all just standing there talking, and I'm like, when do? And then I heard the air conditioner running, and I'm like, I tell you, that's bull crap. Here I am all sweaty.
oh, they were in the sliding
They were
doors.
yeah, and they're
Yeah.
standing in the air conditioner talking.
So Kent usually, what's funny, I call it that, like the owl's nest up there. He'll get up in there and then just like lay down.
Yeah,
That's where he's usually at, or he's up on his perch.
yeah. They were all in there just talking in the air
Yep.
conditioning. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have Kent's a good dude.
so. Catch up on comments here. Jacob's Garage, they did throw out $40 for hard charger last week, which was pretty cool in the super stock deal. And I do like to see some of these other people like myself, Jacob's Garage, and some other, like that deal that they had over at Rockcrest, and everybody kept throwing in money. That's a pretty cool deal. You start getting purses up to $2,000 for a pure stock show. Bo's all about black cars.
Oh yeah.
Black cars matter.
I don't think Bo likes me anymore. I think he just likes you now. My feelings
Bo?
are hurt.
I mean, I told you on the last show I'm the number one of the group. You just couldn't
I think
take
you guys
it.
need to wrestle.
Derek said, JT,
Oh, he
you're
don't
hard
want
enough
that.
on tires.
I don't want that.
He don't want that.
What'd he say?
Derek said, JT, you're hard enough on tires.
Yeah. That comment right there about
Linville.
Yes.
Yes.
I have seen that happen.
Yeah.
And the Summer Nationals race last year, there was someone loading up and their liftgate broke. And the car was sitting on there.
See,
Fast
that's
Freddy.
not-
At Brownstown.
It was
At
Fast Freddy.
Brownstown.
Because we
Was
were
it?
we were
Yeah.
on the track and they
Yeah.
threw a caution to get the wrecker over the track.
That was. That was at Brownstown.
It's,
Yeah.
I
that's-
mean, they're so cool. And like if you're going to go travel and race 80 times a year, you got to have one.
Right.
But for what we do,
Enclosed
truck
is
and
good
trailer
enough,
is
yep.
perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just so much that can go wrong.
How about Robbie Hensley picking up win Heat 4? That's a pretty good run for Robbie Hensley down there in Florence.
Sweet.
All right, so let's get into the discussion. Grant, are you ready? Do you know what you're doing?
Not
Do I need to
really,
help
'cause
you
said
along,
you
or-
posted something today, and I guess I didn't see that.
No, I didn't. I just said I got news
Oh.
for the show because
You
Brent
can
had
start it.
news, and then so
I don't even think
Grant,
we're co-hosts
It's what we
anymore.
talked about earlier.
yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You guys got to donate though.
Oh.
You got to throw
Oh,
a
we
T-shirt
got to
in.
donate.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it pays so good.
It's what we talked about when you got
yeah.
here.
I keep forgetting that. We're getting $1,000 a check every week.
Yeah, I just ain't seen it yet. It's in the mail.
You guys,
It's in the mail.
you guys come over here. Don't have to do nothing. Just sit down and talk, and give me a bunch of crap about.
And sweat.
Huh?
And sweat.
Well, I'm working on
Hey,
that.
if you notice
One
who the
thing at a
fan's
time.
on, if you notice who the fan's on,
Yeah,
like
no
which side you
kidding.
put the fan on.
Yeah, not as rock solid, guys.
Me and Zach tried that 2 weeks ago, and we couldn't get it to work. I put the fan on the end of the bench here, and the microphone sounded like a hurricane was coming through. So
I don't think you can hear that one.
I'm a big
Yeah,
fan
he
of
said-
comfort.
Yeah,
So
he
I
said-
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
we
you sit
are
back,
too,
you're
but he
fine,
don't care.
Give me a couple weeks, and I'll have a ceiling in here with air conditioning and heat. So just give me a little bit.
Before we forget, can we give a shout out to Addie, too?
Yes. So I went over to Jeff Allen's and done a shop talk. For anybody that's not watched that yet, go to the Flag to Flag Media YouTube channel and watch the first episode of Shop Talk. My daughter Addie went over with me. I know JT thinks she's an awesome co-host for the Flag to Flag Media. She's okay. I don't want to give her too much
Wow.
prop, but she is awesome.
Wow.
But no, listen, she's awesome with running a camera.
That was
Always.
really good camera work.
Yes.
And I want to thank Chancellor for selling the camper and getting us a ceiling.
Yeah, thanks to my wife for pushing selling the camper.
Flag to Flag treasurer.
Yes.
She rock solid group we got here at Flag to
She
Flag.
did tell me
behind the
she said-
scenes
She's not even the
guys.
vice president.
Huh?
She's not even the vice president.
No, Addie's vice president.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did tell me, she said, if we sell the camper, then you can put a ceiling in your garage. And I'm like,
Is that why you sold it?
no, she hates camping. I don't know, 2 weeks, 2 camping trips into it, and she hates it. So,
That's 2 more than I've ever went on.
yeah, she's like, I'm done. I'm out.
You can find me at the nearest hotel.
Yeah, so she don't.
And that's the other reason, like toters, no. Like we like hotels.
See, that reminds me like the
Oh,
old,
princess
like
over
the,
here.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it.
like the early, like
He's
the
got
early
to clean his
90s.
nails somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I
Go get that.
I like
pedicure.
long showers. There's nothing worse than racing all night and then driving to the next place and having to take like a 5-minute shower.
Yeah,
Like,
it sucks.
Nope. We'll go to Pilot or Love's and get Arby's at wherever. I mean, when we went to Farmer City in Fairbury last year, what was it, midnight? Me, you, and Steve went and got Arby's and then went back to the hotel.
They
Makes
probably
it-
think
it's
you're
nice, ain't
crazy
it?
because you're looking that way and they can't
Yeah,
see her.
I'm talking to a ghost. Kylie's over there, so yeah, I'm not crazy yet, but
So, yeah, shout out to Addie. I mean, she did do a phenomenal job running the camera.
I think it's hard with just 2 people.
It's very hard.
Like it's just like because even 3's a lot better because you can more feed off of it.
Right.
But 2 people is hard to just feed off each
It
other.
is.
I guess.
It is.
What are
Unless
you
you're
looking at me for?
unless you're interviewing JT, then it's an hour and a half long.
I've got a lot to say.
Yeah, you do have a lot to say.
He's knowledgeable.
I'm just looking
I
at
don't
you
know
because
about
we're
that.
getting left out over here.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so the big reveal is
we're too poor to afford
Flag
to
to Flag Media. We're going to put together a giveaway. Okay, I know Britton's going to donate a shirt. Grant's donating a shirt, and
I
Hero
guess
Cars
I'll
and
donate a
magnets.
shirt.
Yeah.
JT's going to donate a shirt. Zach's going to donate a
Yeah,
shirt,
I'll donate one.
and then Flag to Flag Media obviously will donate a shirt. But we're going to do like a big giveaway. So,
And I'm eligible.
are you?
That's what I
Think
heard.
so? Co-hosts
Eligible
aren't
for what?
eligible.
That's pretty crappy.
It is. I
Wow.
know. But we're going to have a big giveaway. So make sure you just want to do it on the Facebook page or how you want to do this. There's going to be more to it. So here's the other part to it is
Sure rodeo, bud.
the general admission pass is going to be paid for, and the pit pass is going to be paid for the winner to get to hang out with you.
Well, hopefully we can do it on the night that.
Hopefully July 9th. We're going to do this for July 9th.
So
Where
we'll
you
have
getting all
Zach
this
back
money
there.
at?
It's Simpson money.
God.
When I say this, it's not a joke.
If we're doing this,
I just sold my truck. I don't have a vehicle payment right now.
There you go.
yeah. If we're doing this,
Yeah.
it's getting parked across the creek
Oh yeah, it will.
with the Blue Crew.
It will be.
Because I feel like Grant's going to be a part of the Blue Crew. I feel like he's
Think
slowly
so?
merging his way in. Sure, he's got a red car.
Once he runs out of money, he's got too much money.
Right now, he's too rich for the Blue Crew.
Boys,
And that's fine.
if Grant runs out of money, we're all in trouble.
Shut Brownstown down.
Hey, if I had to pay a lot for my racing, I wouldn't be racing.
Okay, so
I'd be
T-shirts.
buying the Crown Vic from Bo.
Yeah. Grant's giving out some hero cards, decals. I'll give out some decals. And then general admission pass and a pit pass for the July 9th show. And you get to hang out with Grant Simpson and JT for the night in the pits.
And Zach. Zach will be back there.
And Zach will be back there too.
Not Brenton, though.
Yeah,
I won't be across the creek. I can tell you that.
he
Yeah.
travels. He don't
That's-
like the peasants.
Are
You'll-
you
you'll be
kidding
a
me?
Peregrine.
You've never been across the creek and partied, son.
I've never, and that's the other thing. Like, I'm bad about this. When I'm done racing, boys, it's going home time. Unless
Oh,
Nathan's
shoot,
there with
really?
me, or
You ain't never seen a good Hornet fight
No.
or
No.
guys running their cars
Yeah.
off the trailers. They're so mad.
Nope.
Super stocks or something.
That's awesome.
I like to play this game called How Fast Can We Get Loaded this week, and so when I pull out for the feature, Frank and Kylie and whoever's braiding, they get all the stuff ready to load. So when I get back, before I get out of the car, it's winched up to the trailer. I get out. As I'm getting out, walking to go get changed, car's going in the trailer, gets the transponder off. She goes up to the pay shack, gets the money. We're out there. 15 minutes.
oh, son, you don't know what you're missing.
Oh.
No.
Was the super stock race is like the best race of the night.
I believe you.
It's wild.
Yeah,
When Britton's done, he's done.
I'm
He's going
done.
to the house.
I can guarantee it.
He is going to the house.
The only exception is Fun Fest, and I think it's because I'm like, I need to sit here and enjoy it because I'm not going to have it for a few months.
Right.
And I'll stay until
Get that last
Yep.
little bit in.
I'll
Yeah.
stay all night. But yeah, outside of that,
He doesn't care. He don't care about us peasants. He don't care, bud.
that's
Yeah.
not the case.
Hey,
Oh.
we're way
Peasants
down.
across the
Golly.
creek.
We're
Just-
way
Usually, like unless modifieds are there, you guys are right after. So I missed the first few laps by the time you get back and scales and everything. So
But we usually spend at least an hour and a half trying to figure out how to load which one of the cars tore up that night. And we're all hands on deck, ain't we, bud?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's always that way.
no,
I think I stared at mine for about 30 minutes last week.
Yeah,
Dad's
'cause
like,
I-
we
when
ain't
I
gonna
walked
fix
by,
it here.
yeah.
there was a few weeks ago, one of them, I don't know, that first night at Brownstown, it was supposed to rain and didn't. And like our feature was in the daytime. I ran third, and Dad was there racing. And as they were getting my stuff in the trailer, I walked over to him and I was like, "You think they're gonna get this race in?" Like just kind of hinting around. And he finally goes, "Britain, if you want to leave, you can leave. You ain't got to stay and watch me." I said, "All right, good luck, love you. I'll see you later." So I got the truck.
Holy cow.
Wow.
What a
Holy
savage.
cow.
I thought it was gonna rain.
There's
so.
probably, and correct me if I'm wrong, only one other person in that property that gets out of that place faster than him.
Oh, I'm taking the unless I won.
Ray Godsey.
As soon as the checkered flies, he's
Gone.
yeah.
Must
He
be Godsey, man.
is impatient.
They gotta go make that money.
Yeah, that's what it
Golly.
is. Loaded to the gills. Yeah, Papaw is impatient, man. He it's his way or the highway, and I get told I'm like that. So
Right.
I don't know, but yeah. So
Do we have a certain time we have to shut this down then, or?
not for me.
No,
Okay.
I'm a night owl.
I didn't know. I didn't know if.
He'll be walking back. I'm driving.
Yeah, yeah. My chauffeur's sitting to my left.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Christy Hall wants to know where you guys are racing at this weekend. JT, you done? You're not racing this weekend? Are you racing anything?
I got to talk to Zach here in a little bit.
I know what's coming there.
Well,
Are you going? But you're not going to Brownstown this weekend, no way.
Dex is confused.
What are you doing?
Yeah, how
I
you
just
doing
thought we
this
was going to have a big
weekend?
Crown
What
Vic
am I doing?
weekend, but
I don't know.
no.
What are you
They
doing?
don't have them off.
I've seen what you was going to do.
We can talk later.
Let's talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk later. I ain't racing, but
Yeah.
Well, yeah, unless it's Crown Vic, which I don't know.
We're working on it.
Might as well.
Where are you going this weekend?
I'll be at Brownstown.
I'm game.
Brownstown,
I'm ready
Scottsburg.
And I'll be at Brownstown. Not that I'm not driving nothing, but my truck to the track. But I'll be at Brownstown this weekend.
I actually got a family outing Saturday in the middle of the day, so the
They ma-
car's definitely not ready to go. So
They missed that memo. It's race
Crown
season,
Vic's
I
not
guess.
ready to go.
yeah, the Crown
All you gotta do is put air in the tires.
the Crown Vic's ready.
Oh, okay. You got it ready.
I didn't wash it though.
You got
I
the
need-
Crown Vic ready before you got the modified ready.
buddy, I didn't even have to do anything.
That's my
I
point.
just unloaded
My
it.
point.
You had to air that tire back up.
We did that at the racetrack.
Yeah, we did that at the racetrack.
I showed him how to.
Well, you guys had plenty of time because you stay 3 hours after it's over, it sounds
I
like.
had to figure out how to get it in the trailer.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, and you know what I did? I went, hey, spit on the tire and blew it back up on the bead.
It wasn't going. I said, "You need to spit on it more." He goes, "I can. I'm dry."
I went.
Finally, it went.
You got
"Pow."
that guy with that corn dog, and
Yeah.
I should have just had
Tell him,
him.
come
Man,
over
that
there.
sucker would have popped right up. Wouldn't even had to do anything.
Oh, good grief. Okay, so where are we at here? Christy also said it is a good time with the peasants across the creek.
I've always parked across the creek. I just like it over there.
She hardly even hangs out with us. She's in the pit shack, or not pit shack, the concession stand.
What happened with Frank? She said about died loading the car, him and Braden.
oh
What
yeah,
happened
so it was the double feature night. Me and Kylie were in the front of the trailer, and I was changing, and they were winching the car in, and it got, I don't know, 3/4 of the way in there, and the winch cable snapped, and Frank
Uh-oh.
stayed behind the car and steered it all the way out. And first of all, I don't know how it came out of the trailer because of how tight of a squeeze it is
Right.
with no damage. I said, well, let's just put him in the car. Like, if he can drive
He can
this thing,
steer- Yeah, absolutely.
like, by all means. But yeah, it was very scary because when that thing broke, of course, then the cable come flying up, and me and her were in there, and you just look and see them two running,
Right.
and like it got,
Little,
I don't know, it got real quiet for
I bet.
and everyone was coming around looking, and thanks to Tyler Collins and his family and crew we pushed it up in there and just to get it in the trailer.
Right.
And yeah, that was something
Interesting.
that makes me nervous now every time we load. I'm like real weird now.
It make you gunshot.
yeah,
I'm
it
sure.
does. I'm like, so at Vernon the other night, we had a chalk, and like every 5 feet, I was like, put that chalk behind the tire.
Keep
like,
scooting
just
it
keep
up, keep
scooting it
scooting it
up.
up.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was not fun.
Jamie says that it's not so much fun. It's not so fun fest.
It can.
And I'm
be.
sure on her it's probably not.
I don't know. Usually the super race is over by like 9:30. So
The cornhole tournament's
You're
rock
gone.
solid
He's a-
that Jamie
he's a
puts
home-
on.
He's at home sipping on tea.
How many times have you won the cornhole tournament?
Yeah, we are 0 for 10, I think. So-
Over 10?
But you know what?
That's a pretty good run.
I've made it to the second round.
Yeah.
The first guys we played one time were so drunk they didn't know
Who's-
which board they were hitting.
so you guys camp there, don't you, all weekend?
Oh yeah, we race a ruckus over at Fun Fest.
Who was your partner?
Bo
Bo.
carries us.
Does he? I can see that.
I'm the
Bo's
weak
really
link.
good.
Yeah,
He's really good.
and he doesn't ever get mad at me.
Well, you
Like,
don't have to be too good at all to carry JT and cornhole, probably.
yeah, but like we have to pay money to even enter this thing, and like I'm putting us out in the first round, and I would be mad at me, but he just like, you know what, you're still my buddy.
Yeah.
Of course, now he's got Zach, so
Now
true.
you're
That
still
is
my
true.
number 2 buddy, but Zach's
Yeah.
number 1. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
all
that
we
is
got to worry
true.
about.
Oh, and Chris Batchelor said that means Brownstown or Salem for JT and Zach. I kind of got the same vibe when they wouldn't say nothing, and we're going to talk after the show. They're scheming something, boys. Look out. They're going to be rolling up Brownstown Speedway with 2 Crown Vics on Saturday night, ready to rock and roll.
You'll never know.
There'll
Carry
probably be music and stuff playing, and
I carry the Crown Vic in the enclosed trailer, so nobody ever knows.
You
what's
could put both of them in there.
yeah,
I
can
wish.
you fit both of them in there?
No,
40 foot?
no. It's got
Sleeping
cabinets
quarters.
and everything in the front.
I thought I had sleeping quarters.
How
No.
big are them Crown Vics?
Oh,
they
they're
take
heavy.
up a 20-foot trailer.
Yeah, and they're heavy.
I guess that is
I
true.
felt that sucker in the trailer.
I remember when Dave Egan used to have Aubrey and Allie's street stock and pure stock
Yeah.
in that one. I can't
Yeah.
remember how long
It was a 48.
Was it 48?
Yeah.
That was always cool to see.
Dave's
Yeah.
one of my heroes.
Dave's hilarious.
He is an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Yep, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Never
Braden
know.
Reed said, JT, you real one. Appreciate the help last Crown Vic race at Brownstown.
Oh, no problem, buddy. I've been there. I know what it's like.
Did you see Derek's comment? Can we answer that or no?
Listen,
He
that,
gets mouthy.
that is behind us.
You're going to have to calm him down.
It's off my record now.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Right.
That is all that matters.
You
But
know?
that was a bogus charge anyway. As Ron White
I
would say,
s-
that's a bogus
I
charge.
stood around the camper to shake the dew off my lily, as they say in Six Pack. I know a cop was going to come rolling through there. Heavens no, I wouldn't have done it. And when he asked me how old I was, should I have said 17? Yes. But I was like shaking. First off, it takes me forever to find the little guy.
They backed you in a corner, didn't they?
Yeah, it was just,
They backed you in a corner.
it was just rough. Yeah,
But it's off your record now. You're good.
yeah. My dad was never so mad at me before.
When did this
But
happen?
that's like,
I think it was 2015.
I didn't even know about
The charge
this.
was public nudity.
No. Are you serious?
I had to go to court in Seymour. The judge goes, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "I wish I was,
seriously, though,
judge."
like, that's bogus.
That's the same. I'm not trying to judge here, but that's the same year that the guy hung himself, and the one guy got caught with meth. And
So they were
worried about
kinda
me
wound
peeing
tight.
outside.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
let's get the guy that's got the meth.
Yeah,
You know?
I remember that because it rained a ton.
And that's why our porter pot was surrounded by a pond.
yes,
So I just stepped around the camper.
And it was at nighttime, right? Wasn't
No, it wasn't
That
at nighttime. Yeah, it was about like
I'm giving you a little bit of
Yeah.
11
Rhino,
o'clock in
yeah.
the morning. But
Did they take you and get you a mug shot or
he
anything?
cuffed me and everything. Yeah, I had to go to the station. I got there, and when the cop walked out the doors, the guys behind the desk all laughed. And they're like, "You got the only dickhead that would do that to somebody." That was the guy's literal words, the only dickhead that would do that.
Well, yeah, that's just crazy.
He didn't even put me in a cell. He goes, "Just sit behind me behind this desk till your dad gets here to get you out." So we sat back there and looked at deer heads.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did your
I
dad
didn't
have to
go
pay bond?
Yeah, it was $300 and some dollars. Plus, I had to pay another $300 and some dollars in court to get it deferred.
That's crazy.
that's the
peanut
most
size,
expensive
$700.
pee you've
Oh,
ever
yeah,
taken. in your
absolutely.
life.
Golly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not one of my fonder moments, but then
We
2
still
years
love you,
later,
JT.
I caught myself on fire at Fun Fest. My whole face was on fire. The fire had went out during the night. I thought I'll just pour a little gas on it. I put gas in a bottle 100 times, put it in a Mountain Dew can. It does not come out smooth out of a Mountain Dew can. It's like gushes.
Yeah,
The can caught on fire. My hand caught on fire. Panicked. Threw the can behind my head. Gas
followed it.
on my face.
Yeah.
My brother just stands there looking at me as I'm rolling around on the ground. Saying,
I can understand why.
drop and roll, dummy. Well, your face is on fire. Your face ain't on the ground. So then I realized that. So then I'm pounding my head on the ground, about concussed myself.
Looked like a dog with fleas.
Where was Flag to Flag Media?
I don't know,
then?
but here's my thing:
Good YouTube content.
if you just wouldn't camp, I see two things that would never happen.
Britain, he's going to fix you here. This is coming. I know.
Yeah, I just don't play with fire.
I
anymore.
roll up to Brownstown at Fun Fest about 3 o'clock. Like, I'm out of there. I don't stay. I don't know. Maybe I'm no fun, I guess. But
You said it.
yeah,
Sounds like you save yourself a lot of trouble.
it sounds like it.
Yeah.
I'm a.
Good thing
Yeah.
they don't have a hotel in Brownstown, or you'd be staying there. Every
Don't think I
weekend.
haven't thought about it.
I think that would be a big moneymaker.
A hotel in Brownstown.
Oh, you think about it, like a lot of these people that come up from
For
out
the
of town
Jackson and
races
stuff?
Yeah,
You know, it'd be a big moneymaker is if Dairy Queen stayed open until midnight.
Boy, ain't that true.
that is true.
That would help.
What time they close? They close at
Yeah.
9 or is it
10.
10?
10.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice to finally have an O'Reilly's though? You just run down the road to O'Reilly's and get some parts.
I mean, Bedford, we've always had one.
Well, we got one in
He-
Salem, but not one in Brownstown. We needed
Not
it.
one 5
He
minutes
don't
from
run
the
them
track.
stock parts, dude. He's got all
I
that money.
do.
Oh, buddy.
We have to. Be illegal if we didn't.
So Tanner said that Dad was mad that whole weekend. Was he mad that
So-
whole weekend?
The first thing I said was to Tristan. I said, "Can you fix it so my dad won't notice?" And she goes, "There's no way." So we went up to Dollar General and bought a pair of clippers to try to shave my face. And as she was shaving my face, part of the skin was falling off.
Good grief.
So
I thought it was just a little burn. I didn't realize we were going into the burn
No.
unit.
Yeah.
they told me I was gonna scar, but I didn't. But I didn't want to go home, so I camped the whole weekend.
Right,
And
'cause,
when,
yeah.
when it was time to race, my sister wrapped my head up like a mummy.
You kind of look like the
He was
guy
like
on
this.
Rush, Nicky Lauda.
Yeah,
Had
it was
the-
just like that. And
Wow.
it didn't hurt when I put my helmet on, but by golly, when I took it off, like I was in tears.
A true
Wow.
heroic effort. I think ESPN's gonna make a 30 for 30 on it before it's all said and done.
If it happens, I did. That was my best finish time. I ran third to Jamie Wilson and Adam Sasser. I was pretty tickled to death with that.
yeah.
With a burnt
With
face.
burnt face.
Have you
yeah.
ever caught on fire in a car?
I've had a fireball in front of me, but I've never been on fire.
That's even worse. I did that when I ran midgets at Anderson. My engine blew and my whole left side caught fire. Actually, my seat I'm running only has a right side pad because the left one got burned off, and I just never replaced it. But it caught my whole thing, and my butt was coming out of my seat before my head was coming out.
That would
It's
be
not
awful.
fun.
Caleb
I
Schreier
just got
said
an
he's going
image.
to
It's kind of yeah.
he's going to stick
There
around
was
for
a video.
the Fun Fest. The stick around for fun. After hours of Fun Fest. Sorry, I was trying to read it all one time. Sounds like a good time.
You see this?
Did you see what Mike Field said?
That's good. Maybe 5'7". I may have been overshooting. I guess. That's actually the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. It's better than 5'1". So
That is true.
5'8".
He ain't wrong.
Is 5'8" an official measurement? Like
I don't
at the
know.
doctors?
No,
Or this is just something
so
you're coming up with.
Like basketball, they listed me at 5'9", and I knew that was a lie. So I think it's like 5'7", 5'8", maybe 5'6", maybe shrunk. I don't know.
I mean, he's standing up.
Let's
right
get a tape
now. Could he
measure.
not?
Yeah,
Go get a tape measure, JT.
we could.
Go get top of the toolbox.
About to
We're
get
gonna do it right now.
embarrassed.
Huh?
Find out.
Hey, as long as we don't break out a scale, I'm all right.
Oh no scales around here.
No, no,
We're not doing no
we don't do
scales.
that.
We eyeball that.
Okay. Why is everybody on my case?
Right here in front of the TV, right here.
Men's
Official
always-
measurement on Flag to Flag Media. Britain
We're,
says he's
we're measuring for,
5'8".
this is racing related. We're measuring for a
That's-
suit.
Yes, this is a calibrated tape measure.
That would be 4'6".
4'6".
This is just eyeball, but it looks about 5'7".
There we
5'7".
go. There we go.
That's a calibrated tape measure too.
I think the floor is uneven. Sorry, everybody.
JT, get a softball. We're gonna roll it on the floor. See if the floor is uneven.
Sorry for everyone that I lied.
We haven't had many questions tonight.
Huh?
So we haven't had many questions.
We've just been going all over the place, which is a good time. I
Hey, while we
think.
were talking
It-
about fire,
it
though, do you
does,
guys
Caleb.
remember that time that in No Way Out 40, that sprint car guy caught on fire? And like the burns wasn't so bad, but Brent Price hit him so hard with the flag that the guy had bruises all over. Do you remember that?
I
It was
don't
just an
remember
excuse
that.
just to beat the hell.
Oh,
out
he
of
was beating the crap out of him.
That's
I was so proud of Brent.
Caleb said that inch matters too.
Dang
So
it.
we're going to seriously do a giveaway. So we need to keep an eye on the Flag to Flag Media Facebook page for that. I'll get that going this weekend
Give away a sticker.
because it's going to be
Give away a sticker tonight, though.
what? Well, it's next Saturday, so we got to do
We
it
have
by
to find out soon.
we have to draw by Wednesday or Thursday. All right, we're going to do
You get to hang out with the peasants in the grass.
you want to do a 95H sticker?
I want to give away something. We got to do something.
What kind of question you got?
How
And
many?
not Britain's official measurement either, because we just revealed that.
How many late model features has Britain won?
That is a good question.
Mm-hmm.
How many? Okay, for a 95H sticker, how many late model features has Britan Godsey won?
After that gets answered, I have a cool topic, kind of.
One.
One.
He's won more than that.
No. It's surprising. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
One.
Dang.
I've ran
I love
second.
Grant.
Like
I thought you won in that TNT car.
ran second. I ran second. 20 times.
You didn't win in that.
You need to give these people shirts.
No. No. But that
7-3.
whoever that Tristan is, my hero.
That's
Yeah.
JT's sister, right?
There you
That's
go.
my
I
sister,
thought you
yeah.
won more than that.
No.
So Caleb's a winner.
Okay.
I got it.
I could have sworn
Caleb
you won.
Schreier.
Caleb, I'll bring it to you Saturday when I bring you your money for your shirt.
Yep.
Are you serious? Wow.
I ran. At Richmond, I never ran worse than third.
I thought at Brownstown though you won in a late model.
Mm-mm.
Other.
Nope.
Hey, you got more late model wins than I got, bud.
Yeah. My bad. I didn't make you. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I thought I could have sworn.
One's
you
better
won.
than none, I guess. But
Lot
yeah,
better.
just one. came close a bunch.
I think I would lie about my late model wins more than I would my height.
Well, it's easier to lie about your height.
That is true.
Yeah.
Get on the website
Everybody,
for that.
Yeah, exactly. We got to give another one away. That was too fast. You got another one down there to give
Got
away?
another one.
What
How
question you got?
many wins does Grant? Oh no,
Grant is it Grant Gibson or Grant Simpson?
Grant Gibson in the
Grant Gibson.
'96.
Yeah, how many wins does
Should
Grant
be
Gibson?
easy.
All right, we need to think of a good question for this one. I do want to bring up what Caleb's saying too, and it goes for everybody
Yeah.
at this table. If you ever want to support a race car driver, and it does not have to be $1,000 sponsorship on the side of the car. T-shirt, chassis brand T-shirt, whatever. T-shirt sales go a long way. So whenever you see these these guys posting about their shirts on their social media pages, pay the $25 and buy a shirt. I mean, that helps out so much. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Or 20.
Or 20.
Mine's 20.
Whatever
Yeah.
it is.
I pre-ordered.
Me and Nathan, we should have a design next week for our new shirts. We're
Sweet.
gonna have some Bad Medicine Motorsports with the modified and late model on there. That
Sweet.
should be pretty cool.
Yeah. Buy some shirts because that definitely goes a long ways.
Have you talked to him about selling them yet? You're slacking.
I need to. It's $100 a weekend.
Is it?
$100 a weekend to what?
Set
To
up.
rent a booth.
At Brownstown?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't.
That's a lot of shirts because you only make like $2 a shirt.
Well, it depends on how many drivers you have too. If I set up one booth and sell 10 different
He won't do
drivers'
it off a
shirts,
percentage.
If you did it that way, you could. I don't know.
He don't charge us nothing to sell them in our trailers in the pits.
But like you said,
But
if someone pays $25-$30 coming to the pits,
Yeah, that's a lot. Though $100, I feel like it's a lot.
Grant, when's your shirt's gonna come in?
I'm ordering Monday.
Order Monday, Debbie.
Better hurry up. I've been waiting.
Are you kidding me? I got a Zach Stalker shirt ordered for like 2 years.
He's told me for like 2 weeks he's got mine.
I
but
went in P3 Graphics,
Yeah.
and Rye Bowling handed me my shirt.
Oh wow!
All right.
You got to talk to Rye Bowling.
Yep,
Wow.
yep, sure did.
It's hard, like we
I got
talked about that
yours
one
in the
week
trailer.
With
I was going to give them
pre-orders.
to you Friday, but forgot all
Pre-orders
about
are
it.
I
tough.
liked you.
They are tough.
Shirts are a good way.
I knew it.
You don't make a ton of money. I mean, you can make a good amount of money, and it helps a lot. But it's expensive to buy.
Very expensive.
Like if you're just gonna sit here and front the money, like if I wasn't building a new car right now or this whole off season up to now, I probably would have just done it. But
right, it's tough.
you
It
can't
is.
take the
Oh,
chance
yeah.
right now to just front the money. So I'm like pre-order.
Yeah.
So if you pre-order, you can order a little bit more.
Right.
You already have some of that money you've made off of it.
Yeah. And that's the
So-
thing, like P3 Graphics done all mine, and they made me a heck of a deal, and it was still $2,000 for 100
Yeah.
shirts and 15 hats.
It's just it's
So, I mean-
so expensive.
And by the time you get done handing them out to sponsors and, all the people that have supported you that you got to get back to a little bit, I mean, you're just barely breaking even.
I agree with Tristan. I think it would be an awesome idea to sell drivers' T-shirts behind the grandstands at Brownstown Speedway, because in theory, you can sell them at your trailer for free, but not everybody's. I'm not going to pay $15 just to get in, just to go buy a $20 shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you could have like,
I'll meet
8 or
you
10
at the gate.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
I've hand delivered shirts in the stands before.
Right,
I know
yeah.
he has to.
If somebody wanted to just sell our shirts and they wanted to make $1 or $2 per shirt, their side on the grandstands, like I'd be cool. I'd just give them my shirts to sell.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
you
too.
trust, you
Right.
know. Not Walden.
No, because he's going to
No.
need concession
Hot
stand money.
dogs.
A bunch of hot dog wrappers underneath the table.
I know that some people like to go home and be in bed by 10 o'clock on race night. But I do wish is another thing, like, every time I line up on the track, you look over and you see little kids running down the stairs. And they're waving, and you don't know if they're waving at you or who they're waving at. So I may look stupid waving back at them. They may not be waving at me. Probably not.
Probably
Right.
not.
But it would be if he had time throughout the night to tell the drivers, whoever wants to, not mandatory, whatever, but say, hey, we're going to take 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Drivers, if you got shirts, anything, cards, go to the grandstands, hand them out. Because, some of those kids' parents may not be able to afford to bring them into the pits.
I think going back to JT's point, about being a huge John Gill fan, I don't know why there's not autograph sessions every Saturday night.
Man, that used when I was a little kid.
Take
You're not-
thir-
it's
take
not
30
mandatory,
minutes.
but
Take 30 minutes. You
if
get
it's-
out at
Yeah.
11,
Yeah.
11:30, 7:11. Brownstown does a good time,
But do
good
it-
job already getting us out, on time and not
or
there
do
real
it, do
late.
it at 3:30.
What
4
time?
o'clock.
What time are we getting out of there again?
Well, we
Too-
didn't even count
too
you.
You
late
just
for
stay
you.
over there in Millionaire Row and
Yeah.
don't you worry about what's
And you
going
know why
across
that
the
cable,
creek.
hey, that cable wouldn't have snapped back there in Peasants because we've got flat land. Out
That's
there, Millionaire Row, you're like this.
You're on a mountain.
Yeah.
I think why can't do it at like 3:30?
I went over there and one of my
I mean, there's guys that's
Yeah.
there at 11 o'clock in the morning just sitting in lawn chairs with their car already
Yeah.
out. I mean,
I do get there early, so that's my excuse. I get there early
so you're ready to go.
till I leave early.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
get-
try I went over there last year to deliver some shirts and it was during the race, so I had my suit on, and I had little kids come up. They didn't know who I was,
Right.
They just wanted their picture because race car driver. It don't
Right.
matter who you are, they just want a picture. So
I think
wish
it'd be
they
cool
would.
to have. I mean,
Definitely like fan appreciation.
That's
I know
my
they-
favorite night.
I know they
Yeah,
come
I
out
love
onto the
that.
track, and I had them. They came over with speakers, which I don't see why it matters. I was giving kids Sharpies, and they were signing in front of my nose. I was just letting them write their name on my nose. It's actually still on there, but
right.
and they loved that.
Yeah.
When they came over with speakers, don't let kids think, well, who cares?
What's-
They don't give
what's
you
that
the
It's your car.
It's your
yeah,
car.
that's what I paid for it. So
Well,
they kept
yeah.
doing that. It's not like I said no. That's just like that.
Yeah, that's
Fan
a pretty cool
appreciation.
deal.
Maybe just
It makes some of them
another
kids'
night.
day, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then like go up to the stands, like and have an autograph session or whatever. You don't even have to have that. Just
Yeah.
go walk through.
I just
Right.
thought that was cool when I was younger. You go to Bloomington on Friday nights. And
Usually, all USAC shows they used
Yeah.
to have them all the time. Every
that
time
was so
Bloomington-
cool.
they always have it at the Jackson, I think.
Yeah. It's neat.
And those kids
When I
don't
was
know
a-
who you are. They just know you're a race car driver.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they're a little older. then
But I
they
think
probably
it's
don't,
cool
but-
too. Like even with me doing the shop talk stuff, it's cool to put faces with
Yeah.
names. I mean, that's so. I mean, if I sit in the stands, like I've said 1,000 times on the show, but I don't know what you look like.
Yeah.
If I've never been in the pits, I don't know. You got a helmet on and you're in a race car. I don't know what you look like. I've heard your name, but I don't know what you look like.
I'm the dude that looks. The cockpit looks too small. You can tell who I am because I fill my cockpit up.
You think so?
Yeah.
Come up with a question, bud.
Oh.
What kind of question you want to ask?
I done one.
Yeah.
I made. I
Yours
thought
was
it was
so
gonna be
rock
better than
solid.
what it was. Sorry, Britain.
Appreciate you.
Hey, before I forget though, I didn't give Tanner a huge shout out. It's his birthday.
Yeah, happy
today.
birthday,
Yeah.
Tanner Huffman.
And-
Thanks, Hollywood.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool brother. He
He's
works
my
on my
boss.
hard.
He is cattle
He's my
boss.
He's my cattle boss.
Since it's his birthday, let's do a question about him.
I don't care.
Okay. So no Blue Crew people are eligible for this.
Jeez, that.
We just
I
cut
know.
out half our viewers.
I know that's
Yeah.
30 of the 35, but that's okay. What number did Hollywood drive in his last race car? That high speed.
Do, 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 do. You need to get that tune, Jeopardy.
And just for the record,
98H.
that's it. He's got it.
Chad Reed.
And for the record, if anybody wants a sticker, like they're free.
They're free.
I know we're
But this
giving
is more
away.
fun.
If you guys want one, come to my trailer at Brownstown or hit me up. I'll get you one. I promise. I got like $2 or $3 in them.
Yeah.
Eric Lynn got it right. Jamie Schaefer got it right.
I had Mark and Jamie make me magnets.
Did you get them
Profile
done?
refrigerator.
Yeah, like little. Yeah, he's got some over there. I mean, they're just small. Any picture you want that they take.
Did you get your keychains done?
Huh?
Did you get your keychains done?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I have them. Like I have that one. It's a poker chip, but I haven't tried that yet. It was cool though. He just brought that up to me. Mark's like, "Hey, look at this," and I was like, "Oh, it's a poker
Mark and
chip."
Jamie are so good for the sport.
Oh yeah.
So good for the sport.
Like they do a bunch, but I mean, you have like Ryan Roberts, any photographer that
Ryan's great.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ryan's
They
really
just-
good too.
that helps so much.
Well, like I was telling Mark last week, you go to another track, you don't get very many photographers that
No.
come every week. So you're all, I went down to Florence a couple weeks ago and I was shocked
You
that,
don't know who it is.
yeah, you
usually.
don't
You
know.
don't, yeah.
And you go to Brownstown and you
Yeah.
know,
You know.
exactly who it is. And
There'll be
you're
one
gonna-
or two a night
Yep.
usually.
Yep.
And I know that Doyle Adams, he does a lot of, like out the
Thunder
Salem
Valley.
Speedway,
Yeah.
Thunder Valley, and he does a great job with his photos too.
Yeah,
Which,
like-
I mean, it's cool that there's that many track photographers out there.
And the
but-
good thing is like Mark does those packages that
Yep.
you can do.
Yeah.
That's so like it saves you like us as racers money, and because if you just go and do it every single night, like find him, say hey I'll pay for a single night, it's gonna be more expensive.
Right.
So doing the package and like you get everything. Like I got like 28 by 10s, big pictures, blankets,
Right.
A clock, license plate.
They've got a lot of cool
like,
stuff.
Yeah, and I can give that to my sponsors at the end of the year.
I've been doing the $5 to $10 a week ever since I've been racing. I love it. I got a stack,
Oh yeah.
and
I put mine in a
those
poster
pictures. See,
frame.
hey.
I got poster frame with little pictures in it.
I've not
Poster
had any.
frames.
I've
See,
not
if you
had
buy
any.
the package, he gives you those still every week.
yeah,
It is a good package deal.
It is.
Do you think Mark would ever take pictures of a media cruise? I don't have no picture.
Maybe
He
if there
may
was a
have-
good one.
yeah. You may have to
Maybe if
buy.
there was a good one.
may
like
have to
Dirt
buy-
You think there's
Media.
any good ones?
Dirt 2 Media, they'd probably do that one.
Oh wow! hey,
That's supposed to be a
Thankfully, I love. I like
hey,
Ryan
go
and
ahead.
Dustin,
Go
so-
ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
They're
It's all
buddies.
right.
They're buddies of mine, so I'll give you credit on that
Can you
one.
do Trump's voice and say you're fired?
You're fired. Yeah, you're done.
Finally.
You're done.
No, but like any photographer, but like since Brownstown basically is our home track for everyone, except for Salem's run is his. But
Right.
They do get a job.
It's just neat to be able to go back and look at your car. And,
It is.
You know,
It's
Actually-
crazy how much they've changed.
Yeah.
Like that's with the. I mean, I know they've all, but like the late models, especially, just the attitude of the cars.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
It can kind of help you tell you what your car's doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a picture, but like we go
Yeah.
back and look at ours, and go back look at someone fast, Sassers, JT, Tucker. And you look at their cars and you're like, what's theirs doing?
You're looking at
Yeah.
mine.
So
You know what I miss is when I was
Driver
growing
tire
up.
blown off in his picture.
anyway,
go ahead.
I deserve that
Oh,
one. I
wow.
deserve that one. I miss the left fronts up above the Ute
I can-
tires.
man, those were no
Watching
fun to
that.
drive.
I know they weren't fun to drive, but to watch it, Steve
was
Barnett
cool.
was like the king carrying that sucker.
You'd have to because that swing arm Rayburn was the first car I had, and it would do it. But you'd have to sit it down and look, and then you'd get back up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Nightcrawler Super Stock that would carry 8 or 10 inches,
Yeah.
and I know it wasn't as big as the late model, but golly, it felt like I was.
Feels like you're on tip over.
These
Yeah.
drag guys are doing it from takeoff. I'm doing it rolling at 60 mile an hour.
Right,
so
Yeah. I just always remember sitting up in the stands and Dennis Boatnick and Matt Boatnick when they were in modifieds. Man, they would have that left front up so high
Yeah.
and never set it down
Right.
the whole time.
You see Jamie's comment.
Yeah. It's true.
She's had drivers buy their drivers' pictures. Look at her cars.
That's why I always buy Grants.
I'll never give Tucker the
That's a
credit,
good
but I've watched so
compliment,
many videos of Tucker
He
just to
didn't
learn how to
mean
get
it. Yeah.
fast.
What'd you say?
he didn't.
I
mean
get it.
But
Before we get off tonight, though, I do want to make sure that
Good.
sponsors get taken care of.
Yeah.
We always make sure sponsors on the show get taken care of. So,
Yeah.
Britain, you go through yours first.
Uh,
It's your first go around.
First and foremost, Steve, Nate, and Kerry Votter, CS Prototyping, Black Belt Racing Products, Votter Properties, Bad Medicine Motorsports, Travis Kern, man, that guy. I wear him out through the year, through the week. He always makes sure my stuff's just perfect. Bruce Built Performance Rocket Chassis, Rick's Automotive and Towing, JB Salvage, Wild Boys Race Chaser, Wayne Fugate with State Farm, Indy Auto Salvage, West Side Auto, Sutter Realty, Superheat Solutions, Stanger Excavating, and then all the people through the week, that have to deal with me when things aren't good and when things are good, because it's, everyone's been there. But Frank Porter, man, that guy's been there since day one, and he never gave up when we sucked. And he has, he when I am racing and Frank and Braden are both there, I don't touch the car. I do the shocks and springs, but any damage, anything it's them, tires, I don't mess with it. So Frank Porter, Braden Tidd, Nate Votter, Steve Votter, Kylie, she takes care of my helmet and everything. And then I've got to give a big thanks to my dad. The car's at his place now because my grandpa's going to be moving. He sold his, so Dad let me bring the car there, and it's air conditioned, so
Makes it nice.
that's real nice. Before that, it was always at Papaw's, and my Uncle Tony, he's helped with this car a lot, and Dad and Wes Tipton. If I'm forgetting someone, I apologize, but the Votter family, Travis Kern, my dad, my family. I'm just really excited for the rest of this year, and I'm really, really excited for next year. And Eric Bryant, P3 Graphics, for always making our stuff look good. And that we have the proof for the car for PRI, and I don't know when we'll send that out, but it looks really sharp.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'll maybe give you a peek after this. But
that's sweet.
But yeah, so just really happy, really blessed, fortunate that everything's going how it is right now.
Sweet. Go ahead, Grant.
I got RPM Auto Enterprise, Gloria, which she's back up here this week. She's made 3 trips up here from North Carolina this year. So appreciate
Super
that.
nice lady. I met her a couple weeks ago.
I got Simpson Built, and along with Simpson Built, I actually got a new one come on board, is Green Titan Solar. So anyone wants anything, solar panels on your house, anything, let me know and I'll get you hooked up with them. Jerry Davis Racing Engines and Davis Automotive, same long lines with like Travis Kern. They both do engines, but great families of Lawrence County and everyone. They'll help.
And they help each other.
Yeah, they'll help anyone. And Jerry and John, especially getting this new engine, without them and some others, it's not possible. And they're, I think, just excited for me as I am myself. So, Racer Choice Snacks and East Vending, Jerry Medlin out of Oklahoma, AJ Bolin, realtor at Remax Acclaimed Properties, B&B Cars Incorporated, Springer Insurance, Umfrist Masonry, of course, Flag to Flag Media, CSR Chassis, Jeff Allen, Travis Rogers, Mooresville Welding, the 812 Crew, Fleetwood & Sons Lawn Care, Nemore Powder Coating, Bush Monuments, Foam Pros, Extra Room Storage Units, Britan Godsey Racing, unfortunately, Bedford Home Furnishings.
I don't know if I've ever heard that. Sorry.
That's fine.
Provision.
It'll reflect in his payment.
Yeah.
Provision Signs and Designs. This one hits hard because it's Kenny Nicholas. He's named after my papa. So him and Trent's really outdone themselves again. I've already shared my car, but when that car rolls to Brownstown for the first time, it's going to be pretty hard. But they did a phenomenal job on it. Dasco Race Supply, Donnie and Devin, they've helped. Anytime we got questions, they answer right away. Radical Race Gear for the suit, BR, Jordy, and Colby, Kyton and Kellex Calver, the Compton Clan, and then, of course, Mark and Jamie at Schaefer Photos and Custom Designs. And then, I know my list is long, sorry. But special thanks to my dad. Without him, none of this is possible. So Michael Lewis, Tim Shumpy, James Randolph, Mark and Bennick Perry, Brad Cummings, Junior Weaver, Kevin Umfrist, and Jordan and Bradley Randolph. So, like Brent said, without any of those dudes, and there's more. There's people that race
Right.
against, JT, Chastines, Tommy East, Brian Asbury, everyone that just, anytime you got a question, it just makes it a lot easier.
Bo Livers coming over wrenching on that
Bo,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying not to mention his name because JT made me get.
I'll mention
Look
it.
out, he's staring me
mention
down.
it.
I was
staring
his
me
number
down.
1 for so long.
Yeah, I may be coming at number 2.
We're not
and
getting into
you
this.
just get put to the side and just kind of forgotten
I
about. Right?
forgot. I'm not performing like I was, and it's my own fault.
You just get hung out to dry.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Your turn.
All right. Thank my family. My dad, he's been busy this week working on the car. My wife, my crew, Robbie and Darren, will do anything for me. Matco Tools, Miles Custom Crafts, Hollywood Hills, L&L Trucking, Livers Motorsports, Rec Tech Grills, Tap Automotive, Fastenal, P3 Graphics and Shirts, 5 Star Diesel Performance, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Jason Petmeyer, Hillcrest Pallet, and Bob Pierce Race Cars.
JT?
First, I want to thank everybody that helped on the Thunder Valley deal, because I know we threw that thing together last minute. Dad, Chuck, Kelton, Megan, Dustin, Jamie, all those guys, Mom, Brad for loaning me the motor, because I really wanted to be at that race, and everybody made sure I got there. So I want to thank everybody for that. And I got to thank all my sponsors, Bob and Kev's Barbecue, Hughes Taylor Funeral Homes, ABC Garage Doors, Main Street Realtors, Livers Motorsports, Wilcox Towing and Recovery, the Lawrence family, Mama Rosa's, Rex Jackson's Tune-Up, Hollywood Hills, Club 92 Race Cars, Bogda's Performance, TSR Chassis, Alexander Ranch, P3 Graphics, Indiana Racing for Autism, and Terry Cummins Race Engines. Couldn't do it without them guys. I mean, it just takes so much, you know.
I got to thank my sponsors to help me make this show possible every week, too. So, Grant Simpson Racing, Hillbilly Barbecue and Tenderloins, Greens Auto Sales, Solutions Directional Drilling, Indiana Farm Bureau agent Jason Petmeyer, B&D Excavating and Septic, Eric and Stephanie at P3 Graphics, and Brandon at Howler Motorsports and Fab. So I appreciate everything they do. I do want to say something before we get off air tonight, though, and I say it every week, and I don't mean to beat a dead horse. I really don't. But they come in here every week preaching. No, you don't do this for us. You know, neither one of them two mentioned Flag to Flag and their sponsors.
I know. I apologize. I should have.
No. You this is your first time. I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking. JT's got 3 Victory Lane interviews, whatever. No Flag to Flag mentioned, and then I give Zach a little bit of leeway because he's actually technically a part-time co-host.
And I'm not one.
So I don't hold him to the higher standard I do JT.
At least I didn't ask you about it.
There's no mention.
I'm sorry.
It's like one of those, what have you done for me lately? You know?
Nobody knew who you were until Flag to Flag
is
Media,
that
the
what
live
it
show
was?
started.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You were a back runner.
Those 60 viewers that came that show that I was on, that was just king.
Boys, I'm not a I'm not a
just saying.
ref or an official, but
Oh,
don't be starting.
we do need to say this, though. The first episode, Shop Talk, if you guys haven't caught it, go catch it.
Check it out.
That's going to
Check it
grow.
out.
That's going to go huge. He's got some other guys lined up. I don't know if he's going to announce them or not.
Go what?
Some other guys
Yeah,
lined
so
up.
I got Jacoby Hines coming up this Wednesday, July 16th. And then I'm doing Tyler Collins and Jared Bailey. And those two we got to set a date for. So
These are really cool guys. I told him this is like the coolest version of Cribs I've ever seen.
And
So,
I can do whoever.
Welcome
Yeah.
to my creative.
I told him that's how they
You
need
guys
to
wanna do
start
a
it.
shop talk, then?
Yeah. Welcome to my shop.
Because the whole purpose behind the Shop Talk is obviously, you know, back to people trying to, you know, match people up with names and faces and all that stuff. But I think it's cool to see different shops of what people work out of, you know?
Yep.
It's just cool.
I know before we go, Princess got to get home, get in bed.
I'll be up till 1 o'clock this morning. We have no
But
rush.
what Jacob just said, and not taking anything away from his viewers, but that's something else. Like go around just interviewing drivers.
Yeah, so me and Jacob we interviewed drivers last weekend at Brownstown.
okay.
We done Jacoby Hines, and then we done cars.
Brandon.
Yep, and his boy,
Preston.
Preston.
Oh, Dustin and
Preston.
Preston.
Sorry.
Dustin.
But he put those on the beginning of his video from last week's races, and they turned out really, really good. So I think me and Jacob actually might do some more collabing and do more interviews before the races start. So if we come walking around with the microphone, don't be surprised. We'll start asking questions.
That's fine.
So,
I'm down for it.
all right. Well, thank you guys for coming. Brittany's got to get home, get to bed. JT, it's way past your bedtime, bud.
Yep.
Jeez, you got to work full day tomorrow?
I'm off. I got to go work on the house.
Must be nice.
How many days a week do you work now?
Well, I get 4 weeks paid vacation plus 21 holidays or something. So
Hey, I love it's going to you because if anyone knows me, knows my schedule. So I'm going. Yeah, I golf a couple times a week.
Hey, that's not too bad.
I can get up at 4:15, go to work.
I'm
Okay.
off tomorrow.
I'll get up about 9.
I'm usually up at 4, but I got to use the bathroom to go back to bed.
Yeah. Right
Poor
back
guy.
to bed.
You're getting old, ain't you?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you check out the Flag to Flag Media YouTube channel. Subscribe to it if you haven't already. Braden, thanks for coming up.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Good
Anytime.
luck on your ride home with Grant.
I need it.
We wish you the best of luck, and we will see you guys next Thursday night.